welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. This video is going to be really short because I don't have too much to report on. Last week I did have conferences. I had conferences Monday and Tuesday. We actually had half days of school, which was nice. And then I had afternoon conferences on Monday, and then I had evening conferences on Tuesday. The first day of conferences was rough, especially if you watch my Instagram story. You saw that I had to have some pretty difficult conversations about, buying into student-centered learning and basically not making excuses for students that are not doing well. So the first day was really tough, mostly because it wasn't the feedback I was hoping to get. The second night was so much better because the parents shared with me how much the kids really enjoy the class and they really appreciate the activities that I plan, and they like how interesting it is, and they're just overall really into it. So that made me feel really good. And I constantly have to tell myself that even though maybe students and parents now don't see the value in what I'm doing in my class and preparing them for higher education, I have to keep in mind that that's not the way it's going to always be. My hope is that when they walk into their very first, difficult class, they're going to say, okay, this is what Miss Randazzo was talking about. And so I'm going to try and hold on to that. And it has happened before. Students have come back to me and said, now, I didn't really understand what you were doing then, but now I really understand why you did what you did, and thank you. So I just kind of hold on to that. And I also think too that my science department as a whole has a realistic view about students that have difficulties buying into student-centered learning and taking ownership over their learning, in that if they don't appreciate it, it's okay. Just let it go. Just keep doing the best job that you can do, and that's all I'm going to do. That's all I can do. I'm just going to keep being the best teacher that I'm going to be, but I'm definitely not going to change anything about my teaching because I'm the professional. I'm ultimately responsible for delivering instruction to my students that I can lay my head down at night and say, I did the best job I could, and I'm doing right by my students by the way I'm teaching. And so that's what I'm holding on to from here on out. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about with you is more personal, and I hope that's okay. I usually don't get too personal on here, but I think with the holiday season, we all lose sight of the things that we have in our lives to be thankful for. We kind of let our physical fitness go by the wayside. We don't really take very good care of ourselves because we're just running ragged, and we're trying to do so many things and to be so many things for so many different people. So, teaching is hard on its own, but then when you compound it with holidays and shopping and, sending out the Christmas cards, it just becomes so overwhelming. And so I said to myself, this year is going to be different. So one of the things that I did on one of my professional development days was I had a series of ed camps, and it was really awesome. And one of the things that I went to was teacher self-care, because that is something that I struggle with, and I think I have been really open about that on my channel. And so upon talking to some of the attendees of this ed camp, they were talking about Rachel Hollis. Rachel Hollis is, quite frankly, she's just everything I aspire to. She's an amazing woman. She has so many great pieces of advice for taking care of yourself. And so one of the things that she does is she does the 21-day challenge, and it's also called the last 90 days. So basically, every day there's something that you need to do. It's called 5 to Thrive. And so basically this is supposed to help you build good habits. And so this is actually a list that I printed out, and I actually have this hanging on my mirror. So the first one is to get up an hour earlier than you normally do and use the time for yourself. So for me, what I usually do is I'll work out on my Peloton, or I'll do some yoga. I'll work on my business. So I always try to do something that's specifically for me. And then number 2 is work out at least 30 minutes. Number 3 is, and I always struggle with this one, being a teacher is so difficult because you can't pee. So this one is drink half of your body weight in ounces of water each day. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that's a really tough one for me, but I'm not giving up. I'm still trying it. Number 4 is give up one food category you shouldn't be eating. And then number 5, which is my favorite one, which I really enjoy doing, is write down 5 things you're grateful for every single day. And so when you do this, you can use the hashtag last 90 days. And so this really helps me to not lose sight of, yeah, okay, I can be the best teacher that I can be in the classroom, but I can't be that if I'm not taking care of myself. So if you're interested in trying this program, it's completely free. That's why I joined. You know, she's not trying to sell us anything. I mean, she does have some really cool like gratitude journals and things, but I haven't purchased anything. This is completely free. You just sign up with your email, and I actually have it delivered to my school email so that it reminds me to do the things that I need to do during the day. So if you're thinking about ways to make sure that you're taking care of yourself this holiday season, I think this is a great way to start. I'm going to link it down below so you can see more about the program. I hope that this video was a little helpful for you as far as thinking about some of the things that you're going to do in order to take care of yourself during this holiday season. And next week, I'm really excited because I'll be bringing you some brand spanking new content. Thank you so much for watching.